want to thank you both for coming. We have a few other things that are going on, so we'll have members coming in and out. We're here today, obviously, to examine the Taxpayer Advocate's 2015 annual report. The Taxpayer Advocate is she is statutorily required to provide a report to Congress and must also identify 20 of the most serious problems facing the American taxpayer. So I look forward to hearing from my friend Nina Olson, the Taxpayer Advocate, about how to better serve the American taxpayers by overcoming these problems. I would, on a personal note, just say thank you, Ms. Olson, for coming to Western North Carolina to advocate on behalf of the taxpayer and really to hear the concerns of so many. It was very refreshing, well received, and it just shows that you're going the extra mile to get that input. I'd also like to thank you for your dedication to working to protect the American taxpayer. This was on full display when you came to my district for the town hall, but it was also interesting to see the other information that was helpful to understand about tax administration. As far as this year's annual report, I'd like to note that as we look to spend considerable time discussing the future state plan that is currently being developed by the IRS. This plan will lead to a greater electronic tax administration and online service for the IRS. We obviously have a witness here from my home state of from Greensboro, North Carolina, to talk on those issues. And these are a positive and important trend for the American taxpayer. However, we want to make sure that we have the responsibility to ensure that these are done in a safe, secure manner that protects the information and rights of the taxpayer. So I would welcome comments of the Taxpayer Advocate on this topic, as well as yours, Mr. Buttenow, the Chairman of the Electronic Tax Administration Advisory Committee. Your expertise in the area of tax administration will provide a valuable insight as Congress conducts the oversight of the IRS's future state plan. The Taxpayer Advocate report also discusses troubling trends in two important areas: improper payments of the Earned Income Tax Credit and the difficulties administering the Affordable Care Act. The EITC is one of the largest and most important tax credits available to low-income taxpayers, and the Taxpayer Advocate reports that noted an estimated 27%, that's right, 27% of the $65 billion in EITC claims result in improper payments. This is roughly $17.5 billion and potentially a massive waste. We'll look forward to hearing more from the Taxpayer Advocate about what is being done to reduce the improper payments with regards to the EITC payment program. Regarding the ACA, the IRS has seen massive overpayments by individuals of the individual mandate penalty fee. Last year, approximately 412,000 taxpayers overpaid by an average of $123 per return. The IRS needs to help taxpayers understand precisely what is their penalty for payments under the ACA. The Taxpayer Advocate also noted that the businesses face a complicated calculation to establish their obligations to pay the employer shared responsibility payment under the ACA. We have heard from constituents in my district as it relates to that complex issue as well. The IRS has not issued any clear guidance to help them calculate that payment obligation. Furthermore, the Taxpayer Advocate reports that the IRS's employees who will handle those complex cases lack this specialized training needed to do their job effectively. So in short, the ACA has imposed burdensome requirements on the American taxpayer, but the IRS is not doing enough to help the public understand and comply with the law. I look forward to hearing from both of our witnesses today, and I want to thank each of you for coming. And I'll now recognize Ms. Plaskett as the ranking member providing an opening statement instead of Mr. Conley. So she is now recognized for her opening statement.